SuperSport United Football Club are proud USN ambassadors and the 2010 ABSA Premiership champions. However, training is grueling work. I caught up with them at their home grounds near the Tux campus in Gauteng. This week, we'll get to know some of the players, but first, let's meet their dedicated physiotherapist, Jackie McCord.
I mean, Jackie, we are in the middle of winter. I think it's about 0 degrees with a real feel of -2. How does this affect the players?
It's tough on the players, especially because it hardens the field. So the joints take a lot of strain, especially their knees and their ankles, and the cold, the muscles take longer to warm up, and they feel like they're never going to get fit.
How important is the correct nutrition for these players?
It's the energy source. It's like running a car without any fuel. So if there's no fuel, they can't run.
Now, I understand that players use their product, Muscle Fuel STS. Tell me a bit about this product and why do you think it is so good?
The reason we add it to their diets is because a lot of our players don't follow a very healthy diet. Partly because lots of them are young, they're not married, they don't cook for themselves, and they're tired in the mornings when they get up after twice-a-day training. So what we do is we supplement their diets with a muscle fuel to aid their recovery and enable them to train harder and efficiently every day.
Ankle and hamstring injuries are common in the sport. The correct nutrition helps their bodies heal faster and prevent unnecessary injury.
Jackie, energy and recovery are two very important factors. How do these influence the results of the players?
If our players don't recover sufficiently, they cannot train at the intensity the coach requires. And that is why recovery is very important for us. And thus our need for supplementation and the addition of other products into their normal daily routine so that they can recover fully. And it also reduces injuries.
And what other products do the players use?
We use Recover Max as well for their recovery. Each player gets their own tin which they then have to use to recover afterwards. During training we use Enduro. We also, depending on the intensity, we'd add Cyto Power, and depends on where your players are, I would add different supplements like maybe your Cytogel and your Vuma or your tablets, Jointplex, one of those. So I'll add various depending on the needs of my players.
Let's talk a bit about Cyto Power. Tell me about this product.
For my players, it seems to add a little extra Vuma to them. It's a little bit of a booster for them to up their energy levels. And especially if you've been training for a week, twice a day, every day, your energy levels are on a serious low. So anything you can get to up it is very nice for them.
It takes years of practice and perseverance to become a goal-scoring phenomenon. Training incorporates passing, dribbling and shooting drills. Team members need a big reserve of energy to keep up with a new fitness trainer, Justin Palm.
So what are the fitness goals in place for the players looking forward, let's say, over the next few weeks?
We started now a week and a half ago, and they ran a battery of fitness test just to give us a snapshot as to where they are. From there we break it down to look at where we want to get to. So internationally, a top soccer player, an outfield player, runs between 10 and 14 kilometers in a game though. So that's sort of our benchmark, and in between that, a good portion of that is at a very high velocity, a very high speed though. So that's sort of our benchmark where we're going to aim to. And with the use of the fitness tests, where we want to get to, we sort of approach it as scientifically as what we possibly can.
Tell me about some of the tests that you use, specifically when it comes to the speed of these athletes.
Yeah, from a speed test, we run a velocity test, and we get a speed profile. So the player will run from dead position or standing position to a 40-meter endpoint. And with that, we get a speed profile for the player, how fast he is over every 5 meters up to 40, and then also how fast he is off the mark from 0 to 5.
The knowledge that you're more likely to score goals when you're fit, especially when everyone is tired at the end of the game, is what keeps the team going during that extra sprint.
Now, overtraining is something that you definitely want to avoid. How do you go about making sure that the conditioning levels and also the fitness levels are up to scratch?
What happens on the other 21 hours of the day is the big output. And things that we try and control are sleep and nutrition as much as what we possibly can.
Now, Team SuperSport United are aligned with USN. How important is it for you guys to be aligned with a trusted supplementation company?
You can't risk being tested positive or taking something that's going to give you any benefit or something that's going to hinder your performance. It's tried, tested and proved it with their medical team and their research team, their R&D team. So it's awesome in that regard.
Tell me about the product glutamine and also the process of recovery of these athletes once they step off the field after a hectic training session.
As they're walking off now, they've got an electrolyte drink. Drinking that, sipping that, ensuring hydration levels. As they get off, they've got a protein drink waiting for them. That will be our pure protein. And in combination with that, you'll have the Epic Pro and Recover Max, varying from player to player. With that, you'll take an added scoop of glutamine to facilitate the process. And then after that, about 30 minutes later, you'll have a meal. So it's quite a complex story and process.
Tune in again tomorrow as we meet some of the players and gain insight into their regimented training routine and nutritional strategy. In the meantime, visit usn.coza or join a community of inspired sports fans on the USN SA page on Facebook.